Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, you know that today we are making a agua fresca. This is like a strawberry milk. This is a Mexican version, okay? So this is something that you typically buy at like a Mexican grocery store. They might have them at birthday parties. Usually they are expensive. They're literally like $7 for 1 cup. So today we're gonna make a huge batch, okay? We are gonna fill this baby up with agua fresca, strawberry milk, and we're gonna make it low carb. We are gonna make it weight loss friendly. Okay, so if you are on a weight loss journey and you are like, Myra, I miss my, strawberry agua fresca, I got you. Today we are making it. So I have pretty much everything laid out. I have my strawberries. We are going to need 3 different milks. So it's almost like a tres leches cake, okay? What I'm gonna be using instead of typically for this recipe, they will use a condensed milk. We're still using condensed milk, but I'm gonna use my homemade version, okay? I do have a video for this, so if you wanna make yours homemade and sugar-free, then I will leave that in the description below. We are using a 2% milk. Now, 2% regular milk usually has about 13 grams of sugar per cup. I'm using a reduced sugar. This is actually a lactose-free milk, and it only has 6 grams of sugar per cup. So it is a much lower carb milk, and then half and half. So we have our half and half here. And we already know half and half is very, very low in carbs because it is half milk and half cream, okay? And then of course we have our water. So we're just gonna jump right into it, okay? So this is something that you can make if you're having a party, if you're having friends over, if you're having like a family dinner. This is one of those drinks that's like such a treat. And it is so easy. So all I did was take the little stems off of our strawberries, and we're gonna put this right into our blender. I don't wanna make a hot mess, so I'm just gonna do this by hand. But we are gonna blend this up. This is gonna be all of our flavor, okay? This is gonna give it all the sabor. And we're gonna blend this with water. Okay, we have strawberries and water, and then we're gonna do a little bit of vanilla. And you can do some Mexican vanilla for this. I have this Madagascar vanilla, so that's what we're going with. And now we blend. Now, if your strawberries, like if they're not in season, you can definitely add some stevia, some monk fruit, allulose. You could do a little bit of even honey or maple. You can do whatever you have on hand, okay? Okay, maybe I just don't know how to work this blender, but this probably shouldn't be happening. Okay, we're gonna make a double batch of this. So right now, we are going to pour this right in, okay? Pour that in, and definitely not sweet enough, but we are going to add the sweetness. So let's do the rest. And, okay, and now we just blend. So obviously I need a bigger blender, but we just work with what we have. Guys, I'm over here snacking on my favorite cereal. I don't know about you, but I have always been like a huge cereal fanatic. I grew up eating cereal. Like I literally grew up eating cereal. Sometimes like when I didn't have dinner, I would just like have cereal for dinner. This one right here was one of my absolute favorites. It's from 7 Sundays. Maple sea salt is literally addicting. Like I like to eat it with milk, obviously, but even just as a snack, look at this. So I feel like it's just like the perfect little size, even if you want to eat it like as dry cereal. But this is what really sets 7 Sundays apart. Like if I had kiddos, this is the only cereal that I would be buying just because it is so clean. But it is made with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients, salt being one of them. Another thing is that it is obviously 100% a real food because the ingredients, no refined sugar. It is gluten-free, which you already know that's super important to me. It's also made with sunflower protein, which is plant-based. So I feel like overall, if you are a cereal person, this one right here, you're actually gonna be mad because you are going to keep going back and buy more and restocking and restocking. I literally always have one of these on hand. And when I'm doing things like this where I'm just like cooking, I literally just kind of snack on it, or I'll make it in a bowl, pour in my unsweetened almond milk, and then I'll do like a little bit of stevia, and it's just like such a treat. So if you're a cereal person like me, this one right here is like one of the best. And those cereals are literally never on sale, but you can use Myra YT to get 20% off at checkout. So I'll leave that link in the description below for you. Okay, we'll keep snacking. And here, let me move this here so that you can see exactly what I'm putting in. But this right here, we have literally just strawberries, water, and a little vanilla, okay? The vanilla, if you don't have it, it's not gonna make or break it. I feel like it just enhances the flavor. So if you have it, definitely add it in. So now we have our strawberries blended. We're gonna go in with our milk. It's gonna be nice and creamy. And then we have our half and half. And we're going in with our homemade condensed milk. This stuff right here is like liquid gold. You literally make lattes with this. You could like put it on like your sweets, make a mug cake, like a tres leches mug cake. This is the recipe that I use for the tres leches cake. Okay, and now let's give it a good mix. It feels almost like a smoothie. Not so thick though, not as thick as a smoothie, but it doesn't feel like watery, you know? Okie dokie. Okay, and now we are going to add in our ice. Okay, a lot more ice. And one last little stir. But this right here is what we live for. Look at that. Like, it just looks like you can see the consistency. It's just like perfect. This right here, you're gonna wanna make it, you're gonna drink it, you're gonna have to have self-control because there aren't too many drinks that taste better than this. I'm warning you, make it, but have self-control because it's going to be hard. And if you make it for a party, this is gonna be gone in a flash, but that's good. That's what we make things for, right? So people can enjoy and people can drink. This is just one of those drinks that is phenomenal. Look at that. This is so cute. I feel like it's just like a very aesthetic like drink, but the best part of it all, oh my God. Oh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This right here. I'm telling you, just have to try it. No more to it. This, if you love strawberries, if you love cream, strawberries and cream, this is your drink. It literally tastes like a smoothie, but it's like good for you ingredients. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. I will leave the exact measurements in the description below. If for whatever reason your strawberries are tart versus sweet, you might have to add a little bit more sweetness. If you know that your strawberries are like super, super ripe, then you might start with a little less and then, you know, taste it and then move on from there. But the milks, the strawberries, this is the drink. I am telling you, you are going to be obsessed with it. And then you can come back and thank me. But no, I hope you guys enjoy this. Share this recipe with your friends, with your family, especially if they are on a weight loss journey and they are eating low carb, because a lot of times you miss that. Like, you miss drinks that you can't have that are typically loaded with sugar. And this is just a version that you can make that is low carb, it is keto friendly, it is diabetic friendly. So you never know, things like this could be really, really helpful. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.